So, I've been making YouTube videos for roughly 4 years now. Over the course of this channel, with its non-existent upload schedule and frequent technical struggles, I've made a bunch of videos where I showcase some silly monster ideas that I made when I was 11. I made my first ever video 4 years ago today on June 21st, 2016, and subsequently started the longest running series on this channel, Metrio's Monsterpiece, or MM for short. And while it isn't exactly the most pleasant viewing experience out there, MM, and more specifically all those old monsters I made as a kid, still mean a lot to me. So, a few months ago, I sketched redesigns for all 144 monsters that were originally showcased. I also made some more polished versions of a few of those sketches. All that is to say, in the making of this video, I decided to redesign them, in a sense bringing them up to speed with my current art style. I hope to make this an ongoing series just like the last one, showcasing the updated designs as well as some speed paints to go along with them. But honestly, knowing me, I'm not sure how it'll turn out. Anyway, without further ado, simply sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Queir love to soar the open skies, aloft on their multicolored wings. They almost never touch the ground, instead opting to rest in the clouds. Being light as air, this is no trouble for them. Despite popular belief, Queirs prefer to be down to earth as opposed to having their head in the clouds. Figuratively speaking, of course. They take great pride in their vibrant wings, often being cited as the source of rainbows, surely due to the colorful trails that linger in the skies after a particularly quick lap around the zephyr sphere. Clumpus are very indecisive monsters by nature. They spend most of their lives traveling around from place to place in search of one spot that both of its conflicting sides can agree upon, which almost never happens, mind you. Location is just one on a long list of topics the two argue over. Another example is interacting with its fellow monster peers. One side may suggest attending a local gathering, and the other side will shoot the idea down, and arguing ensues. One might expect this extreme ambivalence to drive a Clumpu insane, and more often than not it does. However, few resilient Clumpus have overcome their internal conflicts and truly helped their opposing ideals see eye to eye. Potwads are known for basically being a stone bowl with legs. They're quite sturdy. Having to heave up that basalt basin is no easy task. Speaking of bowls, why are Podwads' heads shaped like them? Is it to hold all the water that they need to stay moisturized? To provide a nice mobile home for all their resident barnapods and wadtails? Or is it because they simply enjoy being bowl-shaped? Who knows? Perhaps it's a mixture of those, or maybe those weren't close at all. Honestly, the real question is how they're even alive. That basin doesn't exactly leave much room for a brain. Cryos are a prime spotlight on the trials and tribulations that come with trying to classify extinct monsters. Primals, as a whole, have difficulty when regarding elemental makeups, simply because we can't exactly just go and ask them. We can only reconstruct them from ancient fossils and bones and speculate on what elements they could have been. Cryo in particular has had quite a rough classificational history due to their shed-off crystalline shells being mistaken for actual monsters. Many monstrologists believe they gained new shells in a way similar to small insects and amber, submerging their backs in a sort of resin, eventually hardening into a crystalline structure that protected them from the dangers of prehistoric Blackus. So yeah, that's all folks. Thanks for watching. There's obviously quite a lot of room for improvement, given that I've never really tried doing a video like this before. I like it, but any feedback or critique on what I could improve on in the future could be greatly appreciated. Not just could, but would be greatly appreciated. Also, a few more things. I put up a poll in this video. There should be something up in the top right corner about it. Basically, I just want to know for future episodes if I should include the speed paints or not. Speed paints take a while to do, and if I do continue to do them, then I can only really showcase a few new designs per episode, lest the video drag on for hours. On the flip side, if I don't do any speed paints, well, that is easier to edit, and I'd be able to showcase more designs. It'd basically be just me reading off bio after bio after bio, which doesn't sound particularly interesting to watch. So I think I might put in an option for a nice middle ground between speed paints and no speed paints, meaning that I'd only include the ones that were actually interesting to watch, or the ones where the design distanced drastically from their previous designs. Basically, I'd only include speed paints like Cryos and Queirs, while not including ones like Clunkers. If I took this route, I might also include the old designs in the bio pages themselves, sort of like a before and after comparison, just to see the differences, even if it's just a glow up with the same general design. Also, going off of that, there's another poll on whether or not I should include new monsters that fill in empty element slots, such as, for example, a Darklight Air monster, or even some new paranormal hybrids. I, of course, can't get every single combination out there, simply because I made way too many elements in MM's runtime. But if the poll deduces that new monsters should be added, I at least hope to get most missing elemental combinations filled. They'd just be sprinkled in along with the old designs. And yeah, that's it. If you made it the whole way through, thank you so much for watching. Seriously, this video took so long to do. If this commentary sounds kinda sloppy, it's because I'm tired. But yes, I'm gonna go take a nap now. Bye.